I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to charge my phone last night, and my phone is dying. But this one I want to tell you. My grandmother lived longer. She lived 20 years longer. I think she died at like 83 years old. She probably could have lived to be 100 if she had not every now and then drinks and smoked. She probably could have lived to be even longer. But she lived to be like 82 or 83. And as she got older, she did develop kidney failure. So that drinking wasn't good. The drinking wasn't good. She did develop, but she had high blood pressure. And I think because she had developed something like Alzheimer's or something, she forgot to take her medicine, messed up her kidneys. She had high blood pressure. And sometimes if you got these things happening to you and you don't remember to stay taking them pills and stuff, you can get sick. And so that's my whole idea of wanting to have my own business is because God did not make us to have, He did not create this body we have to come down with illness, succumb to sickness and disease. He did not create us like that. And everything He given us in the Bible is for healing, right? So that's my whole business idea that what the God give you in the Bible is for healing. And that's exactly what it does. However, no, if nobody take the time out to tell you, get you some moringa herb, get you some activated charcoal, some spirulina, get you some black seed oil, get you some castor oil, get you some aloe vera gel, get you some of this. You know what I'm saying? Get you some of this. You don't have to have kidney stones. Use deep cranberry. Use berry. You don't need all these things that people send you to the doctor say you got to get cut, click, pick, puke. Natural healing. Take you some iron if you can't eat enough green vegetables. You know, everything that grow out that ground. Listen, everything that grow out of the ground, out of Mother Earth, is what's good to heal the body. Now, sometimes if you can't get what you need, you got to start growing your own food. My grandmother always was growing a garden. When she stopped growing a garden, she got too old to get out there and work the land. But I'm telling you something. Back in the day, people worked the land until they couldn't, until their time was up. Back in the day, that's all they had. That's how they got their food, was from what they growed in their yard. And them little animals they had out there roaming, that's how they ate. And when they got to be 90 or 80, in their 80s and 90s, they would hire somebody else to go out there and do it for them. And they would say, well, listen, I give you half of my crop if you go out there and do my soil for me so I can get the food. Because they knew what's coming up out that ground had all the nutrients, all the things they need for the energy in the body to keep going. They knew they needed whatever was coming up out of there. They needed that stuff. They needed that. And so I'm going back to old fashioned values. My mother, she ate out a lot. She had a garden maybe once or twice because she had married a guy that was Jamaican, and the Jamaican guy, went out there and made the garden. But he puts manures on the vegetables. And I'm like, manures? I don't know what a manure he got. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not doggy poo. But I think he put went to the hardware and got some manure and put it on there because they said manure helped the things to grow better. But when I grow my vegetables, I'm gonna grow them in pots. It won't be no manure on them. It's just it's just gonna be. I'm gonna research how to get the right soil to put in my pot and what pot I want. And I'm gonna start with 2 or 3 very big pots, and then I'm gonna get some little pots for my herbs. I'm gonna get about 3 big gigantic pots. I'm gonna have some tomatoes, cabbage, collards, onions, and I'm gonna see what else I want. But I'm getting ready to start now because it's January to get my soil and my stuff going in the kitchen. But I got to get me another great big shelf to put these pots on that I'm going to be growing my food. And I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me. Another thing, eating out of all these packages. I'm watching my video. I've been eating out of a lot of packages. I'm going to stop doing that. You don't know what they mixing in them packages. Eating out of them cans. You know my mother said? My mother said never eat out of a can. My mother here, who didn't have a garden, she said never eat out of a can. She said always buy your food fresh and always make your food fresh. Her mother taught her that. My grandmother who raised me, my grandmother never ate out of a can. Never. We recently started eating out of these cans because food's so expensive. You got to find a cheaper way to eat it. So you go get some that's $1 that's already made. But guess what? That costs more money. It costs more money to eat out of a small package because what you paying for is the little package they put it in. It costs more money to eat like that. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to eat cheaper, buy in bulk, and buy fresh. Don't eat no beans. Get you some bags of beans. They cheap. Tell you how I've been surviving in that kitchen. I hadn't even been to the store. I had some bags of beans. I rinse them. You pre-cook them real fast to boil them out, and then you cook them. I make my own baked beans. I make my own this, my own that. My son love it. He's like, oh, that's good. And it's just regular beans, dry beans that I either soak or boil off. If you don't have time to soak them, you can quick boil them, rinse them off, and then boil them again and eat them. I mean, you can make anything yourself instead of buying some pre-made. Pre-made food is more costly, and it's not only costly because of the dollar. It's costly to your health. It may be cheap because it's a small amount of something in a package, but you can buy food and last longer if you buy it in a bigger package. You can even buy generic. It's the same thing. It's just got a different name on it. Maybe they put some little extra spice in it. You can do all that yourself. So we're going to be doing some various cooking coming up here. Okay, I'm going to end this video and I'm going to start another video where we're going to be reading the scripture. But when I start doing my cooking starting this year, and I'm going to make a note, I'm going to write it down. It's going to be old grandmama cooking. It's going to be cooking like your grandmama cooked back in the day. I'm going to tell you why. That's how you live long. It's when you cook how your grandparents cook. When you take the time, you go to the store. Don't eat out. Oh, I want to run over here. Because you don't know what they got in them eating out foods. Stop running over there eating out. Go buy your own coffee. Grind your coffee. Buy in bulk. You can grind it yourself. Go buy things in bulk. If you want chicken, don't get chicken in a little. Somebody gave you some chicken in a pack and that's all you can do. Get you some bulk chicken on sale. Make sure it's good from a good company, of course. Look at the company name if you have to buy meat. Get stuff in big amounts in bulk. Break it down. Use a small amount of it because you don't want to use a lot of that, And the same thing with your vegetables. Get all the vegetables you want. All different kinds of vegetables. Get all you want. When it's on sale, get all you want. Put it in the freezer. Put it in the refrigerator. Put it in a box. And get up and cook it. Get up and cook it. My grandmother would get up early in the morning. I said, why you up so early in the morning? In here, she said, I'm making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, she'll make breakfast and dinner, and we'll eat for lunch whatever she made for dinner. We'll eat a little bit for lunch, then we'll eat a little bit more for dinner because she would make big amounts of stuff. She would make such big amounts until the next day it would be a little bit left over, and we'll be like, well, warm that up for breakfast, what you made last night, because that was pretty good. We'll eat a little bit. So we got to learn how to cook like our grandparents cooked. And when my mother retired, she started cooking like my grandmama. I said, why you didn't cook like this before? She said, I never had time because I had to work all the time. And so that's why I do stuff quick, because I'm oftentimes tired. I don't want to waste my time too much because I know I want to rest more on my off days. But forget about that. Cook. And then rest, because what you cooking is good stuff that's going to strengthen your body, nourish you so you can go back and work and have the strength to do it. Take time and cook them. Chop that stuff up. Chop that. Buy the stuff that's not chopped that you got to chop. Do all of that stuff because that's how you live and survive even longer. That's how you put years on your life by eating and nourishing yourself the right way. All right, I'm going to start a new video. I'm sorry about that. Bye guys. But I'm just saying we're going to eat right this year and we're going to work out definitely. Okay? I put together a new machine in there that I got from TikTok. Guys, I can't do nothing with that machine but move it like this with my arm. I tried to get on it and use it. I couldn't get that thing to move one way up or back. I think it's too tight. But I'm going to show it to you. Uh, when am I next off? I'm going to show it to you tomorrow, but I can't do nothing with it. I'm going to show it to you in the morning. It's crazy. I don't know if it's just not that I didn't put it together right, but I'm going to show you the machine. It's crazy. All right, guys. See you on the next video.